Hi, everybody. It's Nate Charles. Welcome back to the Rule of Law Brief. Today is all about me. Yesterday marked the 1 year anniversary of when I started this Substack, and I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who's been a part of this journey. When I began, this was primarily a written platform, and that's still an important part of what I do. I will continue to publish written pieces, especially when a topic calls for careful citation or involves more controversial issues that demand a more rigorous, documented approach. That format still matters. But over the last year, this has evolved. What started as a written Substack has become primarily video based and now also functions as a podcast. That evolution has been one of the most rewarding parts of this process. I've learned a tremendous amount along the way. Technically, I've improved as a video editor. I've become much more proficient with tools like CapCut, but still have a ways to go. I've gained a better understanding of what equipment actually matters and what doesn't. I've also learned a great deal about search engine optimization, keywords, and digital distribution. Those skills have not only helped grow this platform, but they've also directly benefited how I market and run my law practice. More importantly, I've learned through the process of writing, thinking, and preparing this content that I share with you. It has been professionally invaluable and has, I think, increased my value as a practitioner. What's most humbling, though, is the audience. There are now over 700 subscribers on Substack and close to 10,000 people regularly tuning in across platforms like Facebook and TikTok. Even accounting for some overlap, that's potentially tens of thousands of people engaging with this content. I don't take that lightly. I am grateful and I am honored that you've chosen to spend your time here, even for just a few minutes a day. For those who may follow the content but don't know much about me, I'll briefly introduce myself. I was born in Lebanon County, Pennsylvania, a rural community within a few hours of major cities like Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York. That gave me exposure to both rural and urban environments growing up. I attended the U.S. Naval Academy and graduated with the mighty class of 2001. Earlier in my life, I lost my biological father. In 1981, he was killed in a C-130 crash while serving with the U.S. Air Force. My mother later returned to Lebanon County and remarried my adoptive father, who became a very significant influence in my life. He was a local attorney who eventually became a judge on the Pennsylvania Court of Common Pleas. So, from an early stage, I was immersed in both military and legal cultures. That combination has shaped nearly everything that I do. After the Naval Academy, I served as a Navy SEAL officer for roughly a decade on active duty, both on regular active duty and as a mobilized reservist. During that time, I focused heavily on foreign internal defense and irregular warfare, working closely with partner forces in complex geopolitical environments. While later working as a civilian at the U.S. Department of Defense as a strategist, I attended law school at night. I subsequently spent 5 years in the National Security Division of the U.S. Department of Justice as a counterintelligence and counterproliferation prosecutor. About 5 years ago, I started my own law firm. Today, my practice focuses largely on immigration law, but specifically cases with a national security dimension. That includes individuals fleeing conflict, people with ties to foreign military or intelligence services, and individuals whose circumstances intersect with broader geopolitical realities. Those are the cases I care deeply about. My military experience gave me firsthand exposure to the kinds of people who take risks to speak truth to power within their own communities and to defend the people that they love, often at enormous personal cost. I am especially sensitive to what happens when those efforts fail, and I've made it a part of my mission to help those individuals rebuild their lives and land on their feet. In many ways, I view my legal practice as a continuation of my military mission, and it is my goal to treat all of my clients with the same sense of honor that I brought to my military exploits. This platform reflects that same intersection: law, national security, and the real world consequences of both. These are some of the most consequential issues facing our country, and I approach them with both a sense of responsibility and urgency. I'm grateful that you're here for it. As I look ahead to the next year, I'm excited to continue building and improving this platform. And I welcome your feedback: what's working, what isn't, and how I can make this more valuable both for you and the community at large. Thank you for being a part of this.